Rocket like rocket fuel.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in a sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your door and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dame pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Never save no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me cause her blame, she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit her max, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. He's checking. Cracks. I got it.
First down, Mayfield. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it second down. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Mayfield now on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield off the play fake. And it's complete. Henry They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Hey, alert! Hey, alert 33. Drew draw Corker. Switch.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. They set up the screen to Chubb. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Was looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
180! Point it right.
Pull it together. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Hey, seam 6.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing, Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on third down. From the gun, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
They'll try the left side. It's Ramsey, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
Let's go.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Check. 20. Run. Hey, Zoo.
Mike, 55. Check.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He can run for it, and he will. Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Switch up.
Play action now. Bridgewater. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Next to receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the throw.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
About 15 cents.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 81 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Mack Wilson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
And it's 3rd down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now Bridgewater. He's got his man, Boyd. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He got 29 yards that time.
First down, Bengals.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike.
First down, Bridgewater. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the gun, Bridgewater. And Eifert has it. A gain of 22. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They begin this drive with Chubb. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield spins away. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Mayfield on play action. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They go play action. Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Mayfield now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On second and a couple, Bridgewater. He gets this one to Boyd. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mixon will try the right side. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, this is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, a 22.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Regular.
Play fake. Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 12. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get... And he's taken down! This will be a Brown sack. Chris Jones, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, Haywood.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. From the 38, Bridgewater. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second and 7, Bridgewater. And he's going to keep it here. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? And it's a Cincinnati Bengals touchdown.
Touchdown.
Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and the lead is now 10-7. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So second and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And again, it's Chubb. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, switch gear.
Run.
Kill. Under 10.
Hurry.
Check your hot read.
They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. To throw, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Coming to you.
Alert.
Mayfield off the play fake. He completes it to Henry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Check 26. Back.
Hurry.
On first down, Ramsey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. On the move to his left. Drops it off for Chubb. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Seibert's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Bridgewater. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike.
Run. Get that quarterback and
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Joey Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a third and long now after the sack. Mayfield from the gun on third down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. To throw is Bridgewater. Being chased out left. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. And they'll try for it here on fourth. Bridgewater and company stay out there. Now Bridgewater on fourth down. And an alley to run. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Check.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now Chubb. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The dump-off gets him only one, and now you're looking at a third down. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
Pistol, pistol, pistol.
Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
61, matchbox lights.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 34. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Show. I just want to see more dead store. It's just all